Wait before you scroll away. Answer this honestly. Why does it feel like December is already pulling you into something bigger? Because if you're seeing this right now, the energy around you is shifting faster than you realize. There's a reason your spirit feels alert, your thoughts feel sharper, and your heart feels slightly heavier and lighter at the same time. December hasn't even fully unfolded yet, and still, something in you knows this month isn't ordinary. It feels charged, intentional, almost as if life is rearranging itself behind the scenes. This video is here to help you understand what that tug on your spirit really means. In this video, we will break down the 5 signs showing that your December breakthrough has already begun, signs that explain why you've been sensing a change, why old cycles suddenly feel out of place, and why opportunities seem to be moving closer. You're stepping into a new month where the energy doesn't wait for you to be ready. It pushes you forward. It clears space. It brings answers you didn't expect this soon. Stay with me because the shifts happening around you aren't random. They're pointing toward a breakthrough that's already in motion, and December is the doorway opening right in front of you. When the new month begins, one of the strongest signs your breakthrough is unfolding is the sudden emotional clarity that rises almost out of nowhere. It's that moment when your feelings start making sense again, the confusion you carried for weeks begins to fade, and the situations that once overwhelmed you no longer hold the same power. Instead of reacting out of frustration or fear, you feel calmer, more steady, and more aware of what truly matters to you. This clarity often comes in simple ways. You might wake up one morning with a lighter heart, realizing you're no longer bothered by the same things that drained you before. Conversations that once triggered you no longer shake you. Old memories stop hurting as much. Even your inner dialogue becomes kinder and more focused. It's the kind of shift that doesn't announce itself loudly, but you can feel it. Your mind becomes clearer, your decisions become easier, and your emotional space feels more organized. This clarity is powerful because it allows you to see where you're heading. It brings direction without forcing it. It helps you recognize what deserves your attention and what no longer aligns with the person you're becoming. Most importantly, it shows that your spirit is preparing you for a higher level of life, one where you respond with wisdom rather than reaction. Another sign that your December breakthrough is unfolding is the quiet release of old burdens. You start noticing that certain weights you carried for months, maybe even years, simply don't feel as heavy anymore. It's not that the situations have magically disappeared, it's that your heart no longer clings to them the way it used to. The emotional ties loosen, the mental pressure softens, and the things that once felt impossible to let go suddenly lose their grip on you. This release often shows up in your small choices. You stop replaying old conversations in your mind. You no longer feel the need to explain yourself to people who never understood you. You're less attached to past mistakes, and you stop apologizing for outgrowing situations that kept you stuck. Even your body feels different, lighter, more relaxed, more at peace. What makes this shift meaningful is that it creates space for new energy to enter your life. When you stop carrying what doesn't belong to you anymore, your spirit becomes more open to opportunities, clarity, and blessings that were waiting for room to appear. This release isn't just emotional, it's spiritual preparation. It's life clearing out what has reached its expiration date so you can finally rise into what's meant for you next. A powerful signal that your breakthrough is beginning is the sudden increase in your spiritual sensitivity. You become more aware of subtle shifts around you, the atmosphere feels different, your intuition speaks louder, and you notice signs or patterns that you would normally overlook. It's as if your inner senses are waking up, helping you tune into messages, nudges, and feelings with greater accuracy. This sensitivity can show up in many forms. You might sense when something is right or wrong before you have any logical explanation. You may feel energy from people more strongly, who comforts you, who drains you, who supports your growth, and who pulls you backward. You might even feel a stronger pull towards solitude, prayer, reflection, or quiet moments because they help you understand what your spirit is trying to communicate. This shift happens because you're entering a more aligned state. When your spiritual sensitivity increases, you start making choices that match your purpose rather than your fear. You notice opportunities quicker. You avoid negativity faster. You respond to life from a place of intuition instead of uncertainty. This heightened awareness acts as guidance, gently steering you toward the breakthrough that December is opening for you. Another clear sign that your December breakthrough is unfolding is the rise of stronger intuition guiding your decisions. You begin sensing direction without needing constant reassurance from others. There's a quiet inner voice that feels more accurate than usual, not loud, not dramatic, just steady and sure. You may notice that you're choosing differently, thinking differently, or responding in ways that actually support your growth rather than your fears. This intuitive shift often appears in everyday moments. You might feel a sudden urge to say no to something that once tempted you. You may feel drawn toward a new opportunity without fully knowing why, yet it feels right. You might stop second-guessing yourself and start trusting your first instinct more than ever. Even simple things, like deciding who to talk to or what to focus on, feel guided rather than forced. What makes this intuitive rise so important is that it pulls you into alignment with what's meant for you. When your intuition strengthens, you navigate challenges with more confidence and avoid situations that drain your energy. It keeps you connected to the path that leads to clarity, progress, and elevation. This inner guidance becomes one of the strongest signs that something good is already forming behind the scenes. A strong sign that your December breakthrough is beginning is the appearance of unexpected ideas or sudden bursts of inspiration. These moments often come when you're not even trying, during a quiet moment, while working, or even when your mind is on something completely unrelated. Out of nowhere, your thoughts feel sharper, solutions feel clearer, and you start seeing new possibilities that never crossed your mind before. This surge of inspiration is not random. It happens because your energy is shifting into a higher state, allowing your mind to tap into ideas that match the next level of your life. You may feel drawn to start something new, adjust your routine, or revisit an old dream with a fresh perspective. Creative thoughts flow more naturally, and things that once felt complicated begin to make sense in simple, practical ways. These ideas also bring a sense of excitement or curiosity, a gentle push that tells you it's time. Instead of feeling stuck or disconnected, you feel motivated to act, plan, or move forward. This kind of inspiration is a sign that new pathways are opening, guiding you toward opportunities that align with your growth. It's your breakthrough showing its first sparks, preparing you for the bigger shift ahead. Another meaningful sign of your December breakthrough is the feeling that timing is suddenly lining up in your favor. Things that were previously stalled begin to move. Delays disappear. People respond faster. Opportunities show up at just the right moment, almost as if life is coordinating events with precision. You may notice that what once required heavy effort now unfolds with surprising ease. This alignment often appears in small but noticeable ways. Someone reaches out exactly when you were thinking about them. A closed door reopens without you chasing it. A problem you worried about resolves itself. Even your schedule feels smoother, with fewer interruptions and more clarity on what truly deserves your attention. These moments create a sense that everything is shifting into place, piece by piece. What makes this shift special is how natural it feels. You're not forcing outcomes, they're unfolding. You're not begging for signs, they're appearing. This is what happens when your energy and purpose begin to match the opportunities around you. Life moves with you instead of against you. This alignment is a powerful confirmation that your December breakthrough isn't a distant hope. It's already taking shape, and the world around you is adjusting to support it. Another sign that your December breakthrough is unfolding is the sudden appearance of opportunities that feel aligned with who you're becoming. These are not random chances or distractions. They feel purposeful, clear, and surprisingly timely. You may notice new invitations, new connections, or unexpected openings that match your goals, values, or long-term direction. These opportunities often show up when you least expect them. Someone might mention an idea that aligns with your plans. A message, call, or offer may come at the perfect moment. You might stumble upon information or resources that help you solve something you've been stuck on. These moments feel almost too accurate to ignore. What makes these opportunities special is how they resonate with your intuition. They don't feel confusing or chaotic. Instead, they feel like the next logical step, even if they are slightly outside your comfort zone. They bring a mix of excitement and calmness, a sign that you're being guided toward better things. This shift happens because you've created room for new energy to enter. When you start letting go of old cycles and aligning with your inner clarity, life responds by placing the right doors in front of you. These openings are strong indicators that your December breakthrough is actively unfolding and preparing you for meaningful progress. Another powerful sign of your December breakthrough is the noticeable detachment from past cycles. You begin to feel a natural distance from situations, habits, or people that once had a strong influence on your emotions. It's not coldness or bitterness, it's a calm understanding that certain chapters have finished their purpose in your life. This detachment shows up in subtle ways. The things you used to chase no longer feel worth your energy. Old patterns that once pulled you back lose their appeal. You stop feeling obligated to carry relationships or responsibilities that drain your spirit. Even triggers that once controlled your mood begin to lose their effect. This emotional shift is meaningful because it comes without force. You're not pushing anything away, you're simply outgrowing what no longer supports your growth. It feels like your spirit is creating space for something better without guilt or hesitation. This kind of detachment is a major indicator that you're stepping into a higher phase of your life. When your inner world shifts like this, it means you're being prepared for new blessings, better opportunities, and a clearer path. It's your breakthrough quietly removing what doesn't align with where you're destined to go next. Another sign that your December breakthrough is emerging is the rise of a quiet inner confidence. It's not loud or boastful, it's a steady sense of knowing that you're capable of handling what's ahead. Even if you don't have all the answers yet, you feel grounded, more sure of your decisions, and less shaken by the things that used to intimidate you. This confidence often appears in everyday moments. You stop second-guessing your choices. You speak up when something doesn't feel right. You trust your instincts without needing constant validation. You notice that you're able to manage challenges with more calmness, and you don't let setbacks define your mood the way they once did. What makes this confidence significant is that it reflects an internal shift, one that signals growth, readiness, and alignment. When you feel stronger inside, your outer reality begins to match that strength. New opportunities feel more accessible. Difficult conversations become easier. You start seeing yourself as someone who can rise instead of someone who needs to be rescued. This rise in confidence is your spirit preparing you for elevation. It shows that you're becoming the version of yourself who can receive, handle, and grow through the breakthrough that December is bringing toward you. Another meaningful sign that your December breakthrough is taking shape is the strengthening of your boundaries. You begin choosing what deserves your time, energy, and attention with much more clarity. Instead of saying yes out of pressure or guilt, you start saying yes only to what aligns with your peace and your growth. This shift shows up in simple but powerful ways. You stop entertaining conversations that drain your spirit. You distance yourself from people who constantly take without giving. You protect your emotional space from negativity, drama, and unnecessary stress. You become more selective about where you invest your energy, and you no longer feel bad for prioritizing yourself. What makes this change so powerful is that boundaries are not walls, they're guidance. They help you stay aligned with your purpose and prevent you from slipping back into patterns that once held you down. With stronger boundaries, your mind becomes clearer. Your emotions stabilize and your spirit stays focused. This transformation signals that you're preparing for something bigger. When your boundaries strengthen, it means you're stepping into a season where your energy must be preserved for higher-level opportunities. This is a major indicator that your December breakthrough is not just approaching, it's already beginning to unfold. A clear sign that your December breakthrough is unfolding is the noticeable drop in fear and anxiety. You start feeling more at ease, even in situations that used to overwhelm you. Instead of overthinking or assuming the worst, you find yourself staying calm, grounded, and more trusting of the process. It's like your mind is slowly releasing the tight grip it once had on worry. This shift can show up unexpectedly. You might catch yourself handling a stressful moment with surprising stability. You may notice that you're not reacting as quickly to negativity or uncertainty. Even when challenges arise, your inner world feels more balanced than before. You're not escaping your problems, you're simply not controlled by them anymore. What makes this so important is that peace is often the first sign of alignment. When fear loses its power, your spirit becomes open to clarity, direction, and blessings that couldn't reach you while you were tense. This calmness doesn't mean everything is perfect. It means you're becoming stronger and more prepared for what's coming. This rise in inner peace is a strong indicator that your breakthrough is in motion. It shows that you're moving into a phase where your decisions are guided by clarity instead of fear, making room for better outcomes and new possibilities in December. Another sign that your December breakthrough is beginning is the increase in meaningful synchronicities. You start noticing repeating patterns, signs, or timings that feel too precise to be random. Whether it's angel numbers, repeated words, familiar symbols, or messages that show up in unexpected places, these moments create a sense that something is guiding your path. These synchronicities usually appear at the perfect time, when you're overthinking, when you need encouragement, or when you're unsure about your next step. It could be hearing the same phrase from different people, seeing a number pattern throughout your day, or receiving a message that directly answers a question you've been holding in your heart. These moments feel gentle but powerful, almost as if life is whispering, you're on the right track. What makes these signs meaningful is how they align with your emotional and spiritual state. They don't create pressure, they create confirmation. They show you that you're moving in the right direction even if you can't see the full picture yet. These synchronicities are strong reminders that your breakthrough is unfolding quietly and consistently. They reflect alignment, guidance, and divine timing, all pointing toward the new energy that December is preparing you to step into. A strong indicator that your December breakthrough is unfolding is noticing a clear shift in how people treat you. Some individuals may suddenly become more respectful, supportive, or attentive, while others who once took you for granted may begin to distance themselves. This change isn't accidental, it reflects the transformation happening within you. People respond to energy before they respond to words. When your spirit rises, when your mindset strengthens, and when your boundaries sharpen, others feel that shift even if you never say a thing. You may notice that certain people who underestimated you now speak to you differently. Those who drained you may become less present in your life, and the people who truly align with your growth begin showing up more consistently. This shift can be surprising at first, but it's a sign of spiritual alignment. As your energy elevates, your relationships naturally rearrange themselves. Connections that match your new frequency become stronger, while those tied to old versions of you start fading. This change in how others interact with you is powerful confirmation. It shows that your breakthrough isn't just internal, it's influencing your outer world too. It's preparing you for healthier relationships, better support, and connections that match the direction your life is headed in December. Another sign that your December breakthrough is forming is the sudden sense of peace that arrives after a period of chaos. It feels almost unexpected. One day everything feels overwhelming, and the next, there's a calmness settling inside you that you can't fully explain. It's not because every problem has been solved, but because something within you has shifted. This peace often shows up in simple moments. You might notice yourself worrying less about things you cannot control. You may find that your emotional reactions are softer, your mind is quieter, and your heart feels more steady. Even in situations that once caused stress, you respond with more patience, clarity, and balance. It's a sign that your spirit is stabilizing and your inner world is strengthening. This kind of peace is not ordinary, it's the kind that appears when you're moving into alignment with something greater. It shows that you're no longer fighting old battles or forcing old cycles to continue. Life feels more spacious, your thoughts more organized, and your emotions less chaotic. This calming shift is a powerful confirmation that your breakthrough is approaching. When peace replaces confusion, it means you're stepping into a season where clarity, blessings, and progress can finally reach you, and December is opening that door. Another powerful sign that your December breakthrough is unfolding is the sudden rise in motivation. After a long period of feeling tired, unproductive, or disconnected, you may notice a fresh spark of energy returning, not forced, not pressured, just naturally rising within you. Tasks that once felt heavy now seem manageable. Ideas that felt overwhelming now feel doable. You begin wanting to move, to improve, to initiate something meaningful again. This motivation often appears in small but encouraging ways. You might feel inspired to clean your space, organize your plans, start a new routine, or finally take action on something you've been delaying. Even your mindset shifts. Instead of thinking "I can't" or "I'll do it later," you feel a gentle push toward progress. It's like your spirit is waking up from a long rest and reminding you of what you're capable of. What makes this shift important is that real motivation doesn't come from external pressure, it comes from internal alignment. When your energy starts rising, it means something within you is preparing for growth. You're getting ready for new opportunities, fresh momentum, and a higher level of purpose. This renewed drive is a major indicator that December is opening the path toward your breakthrough, and your spirit is stepping up to meet it. Another clear sign that your December breakthrough is approaching is the growing urge to change your routines. You may feel drawn to adjust the way you start your day, the way you manage your time, or the habits that no longer support your well-being. This shift doesn't come from pressure. It comes from a natural desire to align your lifestyle with the person you're becoming. You might notice yourself wanting to sleep earlier, eat better, organize your environment, or create new habits that bring stability and clarity. Even small adjustments feel meaningful, like cleaning your room, rearranging your space, or removing distractions that pull you off track. You start craving structure, balance, and environments that help you grow instead of keeping you stuck. This inner pull toward new routines is important because routines shape energy. When your spirit senses a breakthrough coming, it begins preparing your daily life to match that new level. You're being guided to behaviors that support clarity, focus, and progress. This shift shows that your breakthrough isn't just emotional or spiritual, it's becoming practical. You're reorganizing your life in ways that create space for new blessings, new opportunities, and new stability. It's a sign that you're not only ready for December's breakthrough, you're starting to live like it's already on the way. Another sign that your December breakthrough is unfolding is the sudden disappearance of obstacles that once held you back. Problems that felt complicated begin to resolve themselves. Situations that were stuck start moving again without the usual struggle. It's as if the resistance that surrounded you for months is finally loosening its grip. You might notice this shift in small but meaningful ways. Deadlines become easier to handle, conflicts calm down, misunderstandings clear up quicker than expected. Even tasks you avoided for a long time suddenly feel lighter, and you find yourself completing them with more ease and clarity. What once required heavy emotional effort now feels surprisingly manageable. This is more than coincidence. It's a sign that your path is being cleared. When obstacles fade, it means the energy around you is aligning with your progress instead of working against it. You're stepping into a phase where life is cooperating with your intentions, making room for movement, growth, and new opportunities. This shift is a strong confirmation that December is not bringing more chaos, it's bringing flow. When things start working smoothly in areas that were previously blocked, it shows that your breakthrough is already forming and preparing to show itself in bigger, more visible ways. Another meaningful sign that your December breakthrough is nearing is the shift you feel around your finances or career direction. It's not always a dramatic change. Sometimes it starts as a subtle feeling that you're ready for more, capable of more, or deserving of better opportunities. Other times, you may notice small improvements that signal a larger change on the horizon. This shift can appear in different forms. You might receive unexpected support, find new ideas for earning, or feel inspired to upgrade your skills. A project may suddenly gain momentum. A job situation that felt uncertain may begin to stabilize. Even simple things, like feeling more confident about your abilities or seeing clearer steps toward your goals, show that you're moving into a more aligned financial and professional phase. What makes this sign powerful is the sense of clarity it brings. Instead of feeling stuck or unsure, you start recognizing paths that can genuinely elevate your life. You begin taking practical steps with more confidence, and opportunities feel closer than before. This change in your financial or career energy is not random, it's preparation. It shows that you're stepping into a month where progress, improvement, and long-awaited shifts become possible. It's one of the strongest indicators that your December breakthrough is coming into focus and ready to unfold. Another powerful sign that your December breakthrough is forming is the quiet return of hope and clarity. After months of feeling uncertain or emotionally drained, you begin sensing a new level of understanding about where your life is heading. It's not forced positivity, it's a natural feeling that things are finally starting to make sense again. This clarity often appears in small moments. You may realize why certain situations unfolded the way they did. You might feel more certain about who belongs in your life and who doesn't. The future no longer feels blurry. Instead, you catch glimpses of direction, purpose, and possibility. Even if everything isn't perfect, your thoughts become more organized, and your heart feels less confused. What makes this shift significant is that hope doesn't return by accident. It returns when your spirit is preparing for a new chapter. When clarity rises, it means the fog is lifting. You're beginning to see opportunities, solutions, and paths that were hidden before. Your mind becomes more focused, your emotions more balanced, and your decisions more confident. This restored sense of hope is a powerful confirmation that December is opening a brighter phase for you. It shows that you're aligning with a higher timeline, one filled with growth, progress, and long-awaited breakthroughs. Another powerful sign that your December breakthrough is unfolding is the quiet but unmistakable feeling that something big is near. It's a subtle inner knowing that doesn't come from logic. It comes from your spirit. You may not have all the details, and you may not be able to explain it to anyone, but deep inside, you sense that life is preparing to shift in a meaningful way. This feeling often shows up in moments of reflection. You might catch yourself pausing and thinking, something is changing. Your energy feels different, your thoughts feel clearer, and even your surroundings feel more aligned. It's as if your spirit is gently alerting you to pay attention, stay open, and prepare yourself for a new season. This inner knowing is one of the strongest signs of spiritual alignment. It appears when you've gone through enough growth, healing, and release to finally step into the next phase of your life. It's not anxiety, it's anticipation. It's not fear, it's readiness. It's the deep sense that the universe is shifting things on your behalf. This intuitive pull towards something greater is the final confirmation that December isn't just another month. It's the gateway to your next elevation, your next opportunity, and the breakthrough you've been waiting for. As you step into this new month, remember this: nothing you've felt, released, or grown through has been wasted. Every shift, every moment of clarity, every sign you've noticed is getting you toward a breakthrough that has already started unfolding. December isn't here to hold you back. It's here to lift you into a higher chapter of your life. You're not the same person you were months ago. You're stronger, wiser, and more aligned with the path meant for you. Trust the timing. Trust the changes happening inside you, and trust that life is preparing you for something bigger than anything you've seen before. This is your season to rise, to expand, and to step into the version of yourself you've been growing toward all year. Thank you for watching Cosmic Shift. Your presence here matters, and your journey is unfolding with purpose. If this message spoke to your spirit, let it be your reminder that you're moving in the right direction. Before you go, comment this affirmation and claim it fully. My December breakthrough has already begun, and I am ready for what's next. I'll see you in the next video. Stay aligned, stay hopeful, and stay rising.